Today, me and you are going to design some superhero characters.
Some superheroes. Love them heroes. All the way from Marvel to lesser comic industries.
Are you familiar with Green Lantern mythos?
Only insofar as there's a guy who gets a lantern that allows him to create anything his imagination allows for.
The reason I brought that up is because what gave me the idea for this prompt is a comic that I am in the middle of reading right now called Far Sector. There's this new character and her name is Jo, but you can obviously tell that her design was inspired by some kind of some anime influence.
Ooh.
I think she very obviously has Kamina's glasses from Gurren Lagann.
Oh.
So what I would like to do is for us to take one or two iconic things from anime characters and put them into the design of a superhero.
Ooh, okay.
I was thinking about what color they would be for a while, and I think I'm going to go with orange.
Ooh. What is that? I pulled up all the meanings. Hold on. Avarice. Ooh, okay.
Yep. Since you are unfamiliar with Green Lantern lore, I will tell you that the Avarice one is kind of special.
Okay.
There's only one.
Oh.
They would kind of there would be infighting if there was more than one until only one remains.
That's true.
But his name is Larfleeze, and I think he's pretty hilarious. He's one of my favorite Lantern characters. But for the story for this person, since there is only one, I'm just going to say that they are so powerful that they take the ring from Larfleeze.
Oh, okay. That's your headcanon for this character. Is this Trunks?
No.
It's Trunks. Is Trunks a greedy boy?
God, that's terrible.
It is great. What do you mean? What are you undoing it?
Over.
Oh my god.
It was really bad.
Yes, it was great. Is what I mean. It was great because of the way you drew it. Don't worry. I purposely gave myself a really challenging character to turn into a superhero, so I'll probably do very bad as well.
This might give away one of my influences right away.
Oh, you've got multiple influences?
Yep.
Oh, it's Bleachigo.
Bleachigo.
Have you never heard that before?
No.
Wow.
I mean, I've heard you call the main character Bleach, which is
that is the
really
main character's
funny.
name.
Yeah.
Full name Bleachigo.
I absolutely love the sword from Bleach. It's awesome.
It is. It always looked awkward to me, but it feels very imbalanced, which is probably why it's not a real sword. It's because
that's what makes it cool.
It only works with anime logic. Then what's the deal with the hair? Is that just from the original Orange Lantern guy?
I stopped drawing the hair because the next step would have immediately given it away.
Oh, we can't have that. Don't tell me it's Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, do these lantern cores, lanternsmen, do they typically use big swords?
They don't, but I really think they should, and I think it would be really cool if one of them did.
All right. You're really going to a big anime with the face, too.
I don't know how not to.
My natural instinct is go big anime with the face because that's just what I drew. But you typically draw things based on superhero comics already, so it's interesting that...
True. You know what? You're right.
Oh, am I going to make... I don't want to make you erase things again. Oh my god. I shouldn't have said anything. I should just kept my big mouth shut. We just draw in silence for 30 minutes. Oh, looks like the timer for the wheel's gone off.
Give it to me.
All right, now the timer's gone off. We got to spin the wheel, and you have to adjust your drawing based on what the results are.
Okie dokie.
Spinning the wheel. Here we go. I hope it lands on something fun.
I refuse to do the one that says squash it.
You would have to, but instead you got banana for scale.
All right. I'll have to think about that one.
Okay, there we go. That's it. Is that one of the lantern's powers to adjust their height?
No.
They can.
This person is from a planet where everybody's really tall. I mean, really small.
That's not even a knife from the kitchen now. It is. It's like a toothpick that's been modded.
Okay, so need to include the symbol for avarice.
Oh yeah, they've all got those wacky symbols.
I have an idea. I'm gonna put it in her hair jewelry.
Oh, in her meatballs.
What?
Wait, have you never watched Sailor Moon?
I watched it with you one time.
Specifically the Sailor Moon dub where everyone calls her Meatball Head?
No, I didn't know that.
You know, one of our best friends ran the Sailor Moon Says YouTube account.
Yeah.
And you apparently just paid no attention to them whatsoever.
I watched my favorites.
Oh, that's it. Okay. So you're just a fair weather friend then. All right. I get it. It's fine.
When it comes to Sailor Moon, yes.
All of those clips were absolutely hilarious, and it's a tragedy for humanity as a whole that channel was taken down. You know, in Japanese they called her like Dumpling Head.
Dumpling is way cuter than Meatball Head.
But it's supposed to be a demeaning term. I like Meatball Head.
Well, I gotta scale it down.
Yeah, for a bit there, I was thinking like the way the sword was positioned, it was like, you know, being kind of stuck into the ground in that sort of way and being held like that. But she's just kind of like holding it aloft.
Well, it was going to be that way.
Yeah. Just like, hey, check out this sword I got. It's pretty cool.
Wouldn't it be cool if it was the size of my body? Yeah. Yeah, it would be. I want to honor the greedy thing too.
Oh yeah.
You wait.
I guess I'll just wait for it then. Just sit here and wait.
Well, you know, say things so that it's entertaining.
But... did I tell you about my rant about how I accidentally bought plastic forks thinking they were metal?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
And look like real metal.
That sounds gross.
They fooled me. If you look at it, even from a near distance, it looks like it's a metal fork. But as soon as you pick it up, you know it is plastic. And that bothers me so much. It's an incongruity with the senses, and it throws my whole worldview into disarray. I'm sorry, that's the first thing that came to mind, and now I have to fit that rant in somewhere.
She's gonna be making like the "give me money" expression.
Oh, that's good.
All right, I'm gonna actually think about this.
Okay.
Hands are a box.
I've broken you down to the point where you need to use construction shapes.
Okay. All right. Doesn't yet look like they're asking for money.
No, not quite.
It's probably not. It's probably not going to. We'll make that one. Oh, middle finger. I'll default to that once I fail.
Oh, you're really struggling with this. This is a bad hand day.
I don't know how to do this.
I mean, I have the capability. Part of me just wants to jump in and take this hand from you and do it myself. I'm not saying I'm better at drawing hands than you are, because like I know it's like in some of these angles it's so hard. But no, you were so close with that one. Why'd you erase it? What are you doing? What?
You can't see it, but it's a number 1 finger hand. It's like one of those gloves you wear at like football games.
All right.
No, all right. That's terrible. No.
You've redrawn so many things this drawing.
I know. We're just gonna make it a whole thing. There, she's wearing an oven.
Like that's any better?
Stitching. She cooks her enemies.
Okay. Because she's greedy.
For food. This is the worst thing ever. You can't stop laughing at it.
I was so I could have just like had more fun with it as you were struggling with the hand. I could have mocked you a bit, but I was so there with you. I felt so much empathy for you as you tried and failed over and over to draw this hand, and I was like, I've been there so many times. I can't make fun of my friend for this.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it over here. Like you get some fingers, right? And like the index one kind of goes over. I can't. What?
What are you doing?
And then like the thumb creeps up above it.
Kind of, but yeah. Those other 3 fingers are really short now. Oh, okay. Oh, they're bent. Okay.
Some knuckles.
Okay, just take that hand, shrink it down, and replace it with the oven mitt real quick. You can just edit it to make it look like you did it right.
It's gonna be that size.
Nobody's gonna be any the wiser. Everyone watching this, pretend you did it right the first time. Kadin's a good artist. Perfect. She's got a big hand.
This race has one big hand.
This race of people is tiny and have big left hands.
All right, I'm done.
All right. Man, my drawing was going to be super complicated, but since you were goofing off for most of that, I'm not sure how quickly I can get through this, but I'll do my best.
Just go ahead and take your time.
Okay, so I'm just going to draw like an angry man face, because that's what superheroes are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, I thought they all wore like masks or something, but I guess they don't.
Are you going to put more than one anime reference into this?
I'm only doing one, because this one's going to be hard enough to make it look somewhat realistic.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep. You got it in one.
It just took one more bang than what was necessary.
Yep. So yeah, this is gonna be really hard to make his hair somewhat realistic, because it is the most out there thing.
What color are you gonna go with?
Well, my thought is like Yukio's big thing is pretty much just friendship or unity. And the closest thing the lanterns have to that is, I think, indigo for compassion.
Okay. Yeah, and they're kind of like tribal, if I remember right.
The reference I'm looking at here, they've got one element that is actually very conveniently similar to Yugi, in that they all seem to have these like metal necklaces or metal bits that collars. That's perfect. Which is perfect for Yugi, because he's got his whole bondage thing going on.
Yeah.
So I can just add a little buckle there, and that looks like an indigo lantern then, right?
That's all you need. It reads perfectly at this point.
I figure I should probably just like try to keep it as realistic as possible while still keeping the spirit of it there. So I'm just gonna spike it up like this.
He realistically puts a whole bottle of gel in his hair every morning.
Yeah, it looks pretty ridiculous, but it's something that you could physically do in real life if you were stupid enough, right?
Yeah, that's like the Yu-Gi-Oh's whole thing, though. Is the hair is just off the charts.
Yeah, I guess there's no like skin tight suits, but it looks like it can vary a little bit. So I'm gonna do that whole jacket over the shoulders thing, which Yugi likes to do sometimes.
You just like drawing jackets over shoulders.
All the animes that I like tend to do that, and so maybe I only like the shows because they do that.
Maybe.
All the hour-long discussions I have with One Piece, it all boils down to the fact that, ultimately it's just because they.
Is there somebody that does that in Hunter x Hunter?
There must be. There absolutely must be.
Show. There must be.
Yugi kind of goes with the sleeveless look, right? So maybe I can just kind of do the same thing, where like all this is black.
Okay, yeah, that looks good.
And then he's got exposed.
No, I'm not talking much, but I'm like kind of wiped after my whole ordeal.
Yeah, you went through a lot today.
And I'm just watching you draw like I'm part of the audience right now.
Yeah. Just sit back and watch this as if it's a YouTube video that's already come out.
It's like a virtual reality. I'm part of the YouTube video.
Yeah.
He responds to what I say in real time.
The big belt. Yugi, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Kazuki Takahashi, the guy who made the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, did like some really hardcore bondage
in their spare time
stuff in their
sketchbooks are probably full of Yugi characters and BDSM gear.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's an aesthetic.
Yeah.
Some people would call it goth.
It's a cool aesthetic too, and it works. Like, there's a reason people like this show, and it's not just because it's a big commercial. I know that is a big reason why people like the show, I'm sure, but that's not the only.
That is the reason. Like, oh, it's a commercial. Okay, I'll check it out.
I know.
What's it trying to sell me?
I was being very facetious.
Okay. Well, I ran
in
with
case
it.
I was no, just in case I wasn't clear. I don't want people thinking I'm an idiot. But I've got one more lantern-ish element to add after I'm done with this. So just give me a sec, and I'll be right there. Yeah, there's one more major element I'm gonna get to, and I'm just trying to speed through this because I feel like I'm building up to it, and it's gonna be a big letdown.
Okay, what's this big feature
Okay.
that you've been hyping up forever?
So the big feature goes around his neck, and then it's got a nice.
Ooh, that's really good.
And that's probably only for the Green Lantern that uses this. Maybe, I don't know.
I think they all have batteries. I'm not for sure on that though. Although you might have picked the one people that don't.
Well, regardless, I am going to do my best to make it fit with the Indigo stuff by putting their symbol in the middle of it instead of the Millennium Eye. And their symbol looks very similar to an eye, so it works out. How's that?
Perfect. I think the way you drew his hand, you could put a staff in that, easy peasy.
The one, his right hand?
His right hand, yeah.
Let's add that in then. But I think in general, I've done amazing.
Yeah, you've done phenomenal.
I meant to be facetious about that, but you sounded very genuine. So now I feel kind of bad that
that you didn't believe in yourself.
That I tried to put down a work that you apparently see as good.
I mean, I think in the amount of time that you drew this, it's really good.
Well, thank you. Well, the timer did not go off for me, so I will count myself lucky, and we're going to end the episode before it does.
Well, maybe we should hang out for 5 more.
In hopes that it'll go off, yeah. No, it's too late. This drawing's already perfect. I can't do anything to change it, and once there's no more art to be done, the episode must end. It is by law.
Okay. I mean, you could add a background.
No. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, we are a very new channel, so any help that you can provide, whether it's a like, comment, subscribe, anything you want to do to help us out would be really appreciated. And if you have any suggestions on what we should draw, we'd be happy to hear it. Thanks so much. Take care.